Hello again, welcome back for round 2 of our friendly sealed league. I believe I switched into the Black-Red Madness aggressive deck, so I'm going to play. Yes, I certainly did. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. This is decent, just needs a land, and it can go off fairly nicely. Plus we have early removal and a Ravenous Bloodseeker for Madness shenanigans, should we draw that, plus land. So yeah, let's keep it. It's about a 70-ish, 75%-ish chance to draw land before turn 3 here. So, fairly optimistic. Fairly optimistic, like I said. And then we can decide what we want to do here. Ooh, the mirror match. So we can Slayer's Plate with the intention of suiting up next turn, plus maybe playing Deadweight on something. Or we can Crow with the intention of suiting up in a couple of turns. We have options. Options, we have them. Putting a Slayer's Plate on might bait removal into the Ravenous Bloodseeker, which I'm not 100% sure that I want. So let's develop our board. Two lines in the yard is not too shabby. Not too shabby. Should be fairly easy to get Delirium going now. I'm just going to block because Ravenous Bloodseeker is... We don't have the Madness cards right now, and if they want to waste removal on it, then I think I'm totally okay with that. +1/+1, and double strike. Sure. So here, I don't know if I want to deadweight that. Maybe I do. Definitely playing the Slayer's Plate. And then the question is, do I want to deadweight the Ghoul Caller's Accomplice? There may be better options, plus it just recurs. Although it does eat up a bunch of mana. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. Let's keep them off the board. For now. We can just, like, put the Slayer's Plate on the Crow and just smash in for a bunch, right? All right, kind of glad that I did the remove the Ghoul Caller's Accomplice here, I think. Because now we only take 3. Sure. Alright. So we can pop the Warp Landscape and equip the Slayer's Plate, or, I mean, Arsonist just blocks really well. Let's do that. And then we can equip and flip, potentially next turn. I have to be on the lookout for Magmatic Chasm here, I think. Could be a thing that we have to be aware of. If our opponent attacks, I probably don't block. I'd like to get a Spirit off the Slayer's Plate from the Arsonists. Potentially, like if they're going to remove the Arsonists. Oh, yeah. No blocks. Might want to keep this Crow back to block in case of Magmatic Chasm. Like if they play like an Arsonist here or something like that could be a pretty big game. Actually, I'm kind of afraid of that, actually. Arsonist flip? Ooh. Okay. Twins is decent. So we don't get to equip the Slayer's Plate, but Twins I will definitely block the Duelists with. So this should kind of shut the damage down a bit. Do I want to play? I guess I'll play my last card. Makes it more likely that I can equip the Slayer's Plate and cast something. Only downside is if I draw the 3/3 Skulker, then I don't have anything to discard. Oh no, I guess it's not a mandatory. It's when they enter the battlefield. It's not part of the casting cost, so I guess that would be okay. We haven't seen our zombie horse yet, so... Arsonists, sure. Definitely afraid of a Magmatic Chasm, I think. Alright. So if I'm afraid of a Magmatic Chasm, well, that thing's going to flip and get Menace. If this thing flips and gets Menace, we just die to a double strike, which they could very well have multiples. Yikes. This is looking a little dicey. Guess we don't just die to Magmatic Chasm yet. Let's see here. Opponent's at 14. If we swing with the twins, that's 7. So it's not a 2-turn clock either way. Like, they just block the twins next turn. Let me put it on the crow. I guess we're really only afraid of double strike on the crackback. That's unfortunate that the Arsonists get the flip here. I mean, we can draw Fiery Temper or something like that too. We can go to the face after hitting them with the crow or something like that. Mind Rack Demon would be okay, I think. Shouldn't kill us. Yeah, okay, so not going to die to double strike, hopefully. Or are we just dead to double strike? Called it. Yep. All right, so they got 2 Uncaged Furies in the board, or in the main deck. So, all right, let's keep that in mind. So, is there a reason to switch into another deck? I don't think so. We just need to figure out what we're bringing in out of the board. All we have is a Rush of Adrenaline in the board. Not that good. Although we could outdamage them with the combo of Rush of Adrenaline plus Uncaged Fury, so maybe this comes in. Like Aristocrat Skeleton seems pretty slow here. Aristocrat's so good though. Skeleton does chump block early. Saves him on some amount of damage. Alright, let's run it back. Yeah, I'll keep it. Needs a black source, but... I think in the game 1, I think we still lose to that Uncaged Fury because we just sit back and we double block. Oh, Skeleton too? Alright. We sit back and we block, and then we just get blown out by the double strike anyway. Wow, equipment up in here. I mean, that means our convicted killer is going to flip if they spend their turn equipping the True Faith sensor, so that's decent. Save our reduced ashes for the Gastaff Arsonists, probably. Black Source for the Revenant would be pretty good. Or Diregraph Colossus, I guess we play that too. Sweet. Oh, I forgot I got Vigilance. Man, True Faith Sensor's so good. So good. Youths, you're not looking all that great here. For some reason, I thought that had Menace when it flipped. That's the Arsonists, though. All right, we're going to need another land, hopefully a black source. And no Murderous Compulsion from our opponent. One-time dealer, please. Oh, Duelist. Okay, well, take a bunch of damage. Opponent's setting us up for the double strike combo here, it looks like. Although, I mean, we can get him for 10 out of nowhere, potentially. That is not so good, as they say. 4, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's so gross. Like, we could just be outright dead to a double strike. I'm gonna have to sit back. Like, we can block the Duelist, let's say, and then use a defensive Uncaged Fury here, potentially, if they go to pump it. Have to be aware, though, if they pump it with, like, a +3/+1 instead, and then we go to Uncaged Fury, they can, like... I guess they can't Fiery Temper because we're 4 toughness. Is this just another Duelist? Oh, wow. Alright. This deck is what we want to be doing. We're just not doing a very good job of doing it. So I guess I block here, Uncaged Fury. Take some amount of damage. I mean... yeah, like, we take 5, go to 7, but we have to use our combat trick here, which sucks. All right, let's think about this real quick. How do I win this game? I draw a land and I reduce to ashes something. Like probably the Duelist? Am I using Uncaged Fury defensively here? Like, or can I just block, like, the Duelist, take 6, go to 6, and then maybe draw a land? And if I draw a land, I can reduce to ashes the Youths. Going to 6 is so dangerous. Like, every point of life, though, matters. Going to 6 is so dangerous. Because then I'm dead to the Sanatorium Skeleton plus double strike if I don't draw a blocker or a land for reduced ashes. All right. I got to think about winning the game here, although I can't just play defensively all day here. I have to think about winning the game here. Any land off the top, and then we reevaluate. I guess I probably just reduce to ashes this thing. And then I can block the Sanitarium Skeleton all day. And if they double strike it, then they just trade. And then I can start clawing back out of this, I think. Swamp. All right. Ghoulsteed dies to Throttle. So I think I just need to reduce to ashes that thing. Slowly getting ourselves out of this one. Swamp, do we consider playing Revenant and Diregraph Colossus in one turn for multiple blockers? Just to make sure we don't... Oh my god. Alright. Now we're just hosed. Well, that kind of stinks. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we're... Well, maybe I shouldn't have blocked. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked, actually. No, if I don't block, then I just die to burn to the face or double strike. So I need a swamp so I can play Revenant and Colossus here, I think. Arsonists, what do you do? I mean, you trade. So there's our out right here. Is our opponent has to have exactly nothing. No double strike, no trample. No plus anything on toughness. Like, maybe they just have like a fiery temper in hand. What? Are we dead? Are we dead? Are we dead? No, they just loop it. That's all. And then we just made their skeleton +2, like 2/2 smaller, basically. Or they play an arsonist of their own. Okay, that works too. Put the true face sensor on it, and now we're really hosed. 7/5 vigilance. Yikes! This thing is so good. All right. We get to play two things. Oops. There we go. All right, well, I mean, we can double block it and get blown out, potentially. They only have one card in hand. 2 cards in hand. Or we can chump and try to win somehow. Vigilance, trample, and haste. Opponent all in on the equipment. What is this? Oh, they're going to haste back the skeleton, I guess? Vigilance, trample, haste. All right. I mean, I'm just going to double block. No attacks. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Interesting. So they get skeleton back, and then what? Nothing. So I get to play Revenant and Diregraph Colossus and start plunking away at the life total? Sure. Play defensively. Let's do it. Ghoulsteed makes a 2/2? Oh, they didn't get the skeleton back. That's interesting. I mean, if they attack here, I probably just throw the whole team in front of it. Let them kind of kill whatever they want, because then they probably have double strike. Okay. Oh, now they get menace, right? Okay, sure, sure, sure. 7/6. Can I win here? Can I win here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so I can't do Ghoulsteed and Uncaged Fury. Pale Rider skulks through, though, for 3 and 4. And then, I mean, we just lose to double strike. So if the Skulker goes in and the other Skulker goes in, that's 4. That's 8, 9 if I double strike, which doesn't do anything. 10, 11 if the Diregraph Colossus gets through. Definitely need to double block. So I think I just plunk with the Revenant. What are we doing? Oh, Dance with Devils. Yeah, sure. Okay. That kind of stinks. Dance with Devils is pretty good. So I can't... They double block, then, I mean, I only get to kill one. They get to kill my Revenant. That kind of stinks. All right, that's pretty much the worst. Did not think about the Devils coming through. Oh, actually. Oh, they go to my face. Okay, that's good, that's good. So then... we play the Ghoul Steed, get an extra blocker. I mean, next turn it comes in tap this turn, obviously. I don't play the Warp Landscape because I can use it to discard the Ghoul Steed potentially. So here we need to like quad block the Ravagers probably. Just throw everything in front of the Ravagers because that's like 16 damage. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, like we're pretty dead to it. No attacks. Ooh. I say, ooh, interesting. Opponent has no cards in hand. What happens if I attack with a team? They block here. This goes to the hand, right? Yes. So they block here. Block here. They take 1, 3. No, sorry. They block the 4, 3 and the 4, 4. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Not enough. Not enough. So I think I can get a little bit more aggressive here. 3, 4, 5. I'm just counting out the toughness here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm trying to set up the kill here. And I do have +1/+1 and double strike. Yeah, so I think we do this. And if we have to use the defensive Uncaged Fury, we can. They might block with the Devil and then go to the face, which would be pretty good too. Because then any blank off the top and we can probably just win. Sure. All right, we got a plan, Don't die to Uncaged Fury, essentially, is the plan. Do not die to Uncaged Fury. Gotta do it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Toughness. So 16. So we survive if it's double strike and +1/+1. I need to kill it. So how do I do that? All right, let me do the math on this one. So they kill... Shoot. So if I put the +1/+1 on the Ghoul Steed, let's say, the youths and the Ghoul Steed die. Everything dies. Right? Everything dies. And then I can return that back tapped, and our opponent's completely tapped out with a skeleton in the yard. So I put the +1/+1 here. This thing has 8, so that's 3, 8. It deals 5, and then regular damage, the Colossus kills it. So I think we have to do this. So we trade 5 cards for 2. 4 cards for 2. Five, 8, 9, 10, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we're okay. Except for the fact that there's still a skeleton on the other side of the table, if they remember it. Okay. All right, we got a plan. We got a plan. Relentless Dead would be a very good draw. Oh, Giss is bidding. Thank you. That means that I can attack with... I'm afraid of a duelist, but I can attack with... Ooh. Ooh. How excellent is that? Is that 2 cards to discard? Yes. Combo-rific. So that means I can attack with a Revenant and the Pale Rider. And a duelist means that we don't die. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, let's start attacking back. Let's get this game out of the muck. And we still have to play a game 3. I mean, any creature they play has haste now, so I need to keep chump blockers back, but this protects us against menace, this protects us against all sorts of things. So looking up for us. Looking up for the old heroes here. I'm glad their opponent's just forgetting about the skeleton, because we would probably be dead to just the skeleton at some point along the way. It would have got in for some extra points of damage, I think. Giss's bidding was a huge draw there. That was really good. Mindrack Demon would be okay. Shambleback on my Diagraph clauses, sure. +1/+1 in haste and equip, and we can double block, no big deal. Shambleback, that's interesting. I'm not a big fan of Shambleback, to be honest. I will just double block. So please attack. Probably not going to attack with everything next turn. I'll probably attack with a Revenant and the Pale Rider because the Ghoul Steed blocks. Okay, now they go for the Skeleton. All right. Sure. Maybe I do attack with the Ghoul Steed and don't attack with anything else, because the Revenant just bounces off the Skeleton, although we do need to gain life. And that is guaranteed way to gain life. And that does put me out of Fiery Temper range. So I'm okay with that, I think. Maybe I attack with these two. What? Alright. This is a definitely bad attack. Like, I will trade 1 token for 1 token. %100%. 100%. Oh, Sanatorium Skeleton, where you been all my life. Alright, so we attack here. Voldaren Duelist is pretty not too bad, I guess. Yeah. I really need to put the pressure on here. What if I do this? Hasty creature that's big would be very bad. I can just loop the Sanitarium Skeleton at that point, though. Something like this? Because then this can block this with a True Fate Sensor on it. This can block a hasty thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Duelist does kind of suck. But we can just block with the Sanitarium Skeleton and get it back. I think we still live to that. Yeah, I think we're okay to that. I mean, not much we can do about it now, so. This is a crazy game. Oh, Sin Prodder. Oh, opponent's going to start drawing tons of cards. Ooh, Menace. Yes. Didn't think about the Menace either. They can equip, and we just double block. No problem. And then if that's the case, how do we win here? Definitely can't give them any cards of Sin Prodder, so they're going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. But we can maybe force them to block in a bad way. We'll figure it out. We'll see what we draw here. We might have a Fiery Temper we can just hit the face with too. Haste, Vigilance, Trample. Okay, sweet. See if they attack here, we double block it. Oh no, they have no cards in hand. Could just block this thing. And then crack back for lethal. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. That works too. And if they attack here, we'll double block it, get it off the table so they don't draw any extra cards. So I don't think an attack here is good for our opponent. I think not attacking is the correct play. And they can block the 4/4. All right. They changed their mind. Made it a 4/3. That's a lot of keywords. And no attacks. All right. Ooh, Relentless Dead. You're decent. Okay. They block the 4/4. They block the 3/3. And we get in for 4, and we do not win the game. They have to block. How do we win here? I want to swing with enough that's lethal if they don't block the 4/4 and the 3/3. So that means attacking with the Revenant, the Pale Rider, the Ghoul Steed, and the Zombie. So they have to block here, right? If they don't block the Zombie, the Revenant, and the Pale Rider, then they just die. So they block here, take 3, we go to 5. I think that's the play. Running out of time here, so I'm gonna put the pressure on. So that's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. They block here, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have to block 2 things. I guess they could block here. They could block here. No, they can't block here. They can block here. And here. Take 5. Yeah, I think this is correct. I think this is correct. They can block here, eat this, block here, take 4. Ooh, yeah, I didn't think about that one, actually. Right, I forgot about that one. So now we're kind of dead to a duelist as well, I think. Put Mountain into the graveyard. Yes, please put Mountain into the graveyard. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I didn't think about the duelist. Yeah, I don't know. This does put them to 2, which is basically dead if they don't have anything. So this puts the pressure on them to draw something. Nice. All right. God, I can't believe we got there. We should not have won that game. Rush of Adrenaline for the trample win. Man, they are just equipping up. Can I move into, like, control? I don't think I want to. That one was too slow, I think. Just debating if I want Rush of Adrenaline or not here. Trample is pretty good. Let's just run it back. Let's just try to out-block them and out-strategy them here. We know their game plan. All in on double strike. This is an insane match, though, so far. That was a crazy, crazy game. I do like that. That's my favorite part of Magic, is the crazy games that kind of come at you out of nowhere. You're either like, oh, this is going to be a cakewalk, or oh, we can't win this game at all, and then all of a sudden you start getting your incremental advantage and your percentage points and turn the game around. If we can drag this game out, we might just win on time. I am not beneath winning on time in a match like this. Opponent maybe thinking about a tough keep. We haven't seen our... Oh, did we see our Slayer's Plate? I don't remember if we saw our Slayer's Plate in game 1. Slayer's Plate would be just gas. What I don't want is I don't want our opponent to disconnect and time out. I'd much rather play the game out to time out or to winning or losing or whatever, but I don't want to sit here for 5 minutes and wait. So hopefully they haven't disconnected. All right. Early blockers, late game action. I will keep. Our opponent, if they go to 5, you know, we're still kind of slow, so they could still get out of it. Now they went to 6, and they put a card on top, so not good for us. Good for them. All right, I would like a 2-drop. Particularly the Madness Vampire, I think, would be fantastic. Okay, so they've got to have the Trample combo, I would say. Trample Double Strike Prowess combo. You know, make this thing just ridiculously huge and crack for 14 trample damage or whatever it works out to be. Oh, Sin Prodder, come on. Not now, not this early in the game. Deadweight? Deadweight would be pretty good. Or 3-drop. Or Mind Rack Demon. That might not be bad, actually. Ugh, that's pretty risky, but... Land, so I don't have to make a decision? Just land into the yard? Yes, please. I mean, Mind Rack Demon, if we don't get Delirium, is pretty gross. Oh, we need something here. Some kind of removal spell. Deadweight? Question mark? Oh man, I don't feel like I can play the Mind Rack Demon, but I think I have to. I'm going to take 3 damage off of it, and it's going to suck, but maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, I'm so lucky. So lucky. Basically never didn't have it. No, you can have Biting Rain. You can certainly have Biting Rain. Kills your own things. And you can't even cast it. Don't kill mine things, that's for sure. I mean, I guess you could, like, attack with this Inbrodder and I block with a Mind Rack Demon and then you wipe the board. Like, that is a thing you could do for sure. But we're just interested in dragging this game out, so defensive mode, activate. Yeah. I will double block. Because it's doing, it will do a lot of damage and draw a lot of extra cards, so. Oh, wow. Are they just going to let that happen? Maybe they didn't think I was going to block. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. And a true phase sensor. Okay, sure. Opponent's only on 3 minutes. How do I lose this game is where I'm going with this, I think. What are my paths to losing this game? Dying to a Crow of Dark Tidings that picks up like a Slayer's Plate or something, or gets double strike. I mean, what if I just play Youths and attack for 4? What does that do? I mean, they could equip, and we take 3? All right, let's attack. Flample, go. And and play the Twins. Twins blocks really well on the ground, obviously, so. Equip the Crow, sure, no problem. We go to 14, have to be aware of that double strike combo out of nowhere. Ooh, guess his bidding is pretty good. It does put a couple of blockers on the ground, doesn't it? All right, let's put some pressure on here. Put the pressure on. Blockers, instant blockers. Mm-hmm. Take our 3 in the air, no problem. Going to have to block here eventually. Gas Staff Arsonists. Not dead to double strike. Am dead to double strike plus whatchamacallit, the pump spell. So maybe I need to hold the Mind Rack Demon back here just a bit. But I can play the Youths, which is cracking in for the same amount of damage. They might just block with the Skeleton. And then I attack with the Twins as well. Yeah, let's do that. This could be a little conservative, but I think I need to err on the side of caution here because they can get a lot of damage just out of nowhere. So let's do that. Let's try this out. Clear the board off. And now we can set up for hopefully what is a lethal crackback in a turn here. Okay, they drew their land, so they could have throttle. Might have to be a risk that I take. This is Gas Staff Arsonists. Throttle. Okay, so we knew it was throttle. Wait, hold on a second. -4/-4 doesn't kill me. Sorry, bud. That is a punt, I think, from our opponent's perspective. They're just rushing through, so I mean, I don't blame them, but like, I go to it's a 0/1, and we take 3. Double block the Sanguinary Mage, kill them on the crackback. Yeah. Take my 3. I figured they would have throttle too, which is the interesting thing here. All right, can I lose? I don't think so, right? So they have to block. They block here, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they block, oh, we just win. All right, opponent saw the writing on the wall. Whew. Really glad we got out of that game. That was an interesting match, tough mirror match. I think our opponent's deck was pretty good. Sin Prodder is fan-friggin-tastic. So anyway, we're 1-1, and we'll see you back here for round 3.